thank you so much for landing on our channel and watching this video. Today I'm going to talk to you about how having a happy team actually improves customer service, because who doesn't want that? So I've got my notes just in case I go off piece to pull me back onto focus. But recently I was asked to contribute to an article, I know, and it was about how to improve employee performance and how to improve customer service. And to me, those are not two separate topics. They go hand in hand. One is married to the other and vice versa. By improving your employee performance, you will improve customer service, because if you think about it, and this is something I truly believe, your employees, your team, I really don't like the word staff or employees, I much prefer to refer to them, wow, that was hard to say, as people, because that's what they are, on my team. Because then I'm very much part of it. I feel like the word staff and employees separates them from me, which I do not like. But anyway, I digress as usual. But they are your absolute most important asset. That is it. That is not your customers. It's not your business. It's not how much money you make. It is your people, your team. They are the heart of everything you do, especially if you're a service-based business like we are. Without your team, you don't have a business. You haven't got a service because you've got nobody to deliver it to your amazing customers, unless you're going to do absolutely everything from now until the end of time, which I don't think most of you want to if it's service-based. So you've got to look after your people. If you look after your people, you put them first, everything else kind of takes care of itself. So you look after your people, they then look after your customers, and then that looks after your bottom line, your turnover, your profit. So the more you put into your people, the more they're going to put into your customers, the more you're going to attract new customers, retain existing customers, make more money, make more profit that you can then spend on your team and maybe a little bit yourself. But yeah, you see where I'm going with this. You have to put them first. Make sure they are happy, they are motivated, they are succeeding, they're achieving their goals, they're on board with your journey, they're passionate, making sure they're healthy and well as well, to kind of help them be the best versions of them they can possibly be. But also the positive benefit for you doing that, looking after them, is that you're decreasing absences, so decreasing stress, so people are much less likely to be off with stress, and people are much less likely to be off sick or pretend to be off sick. If they're happy and motivated at work, they want to be there, so they turn up every day, they're consistent, they're more likely to go above and beyond and the extra mile for you, because you will do it for them. It's definitely a two-way street, and it absolutely baffles me that there's so many people out there that do not think like this. The team, the way they talk about the team is so derogatory, and it's very much a separation, like everybody else is below them, and they're much better because they're in charge. And I'm like, no, absolutely not. I am here to serve my team more than anything, to make sure they've got what they need. They are who they want to be, they're on the track they want to be going on, that they're happy, healthy and well, and they have everything they need, the tools and tech to be able to do their jobs properly, and they've got everything they need to do to be able to progress their careers, their lives, and achieve their own personal goals and aspirations. I know none of this actually has anything to do with customer service. It is all about your people, and then if they're happy, how engaging and warm and friendly are they going to be to your customers? If they're happy and not stressed, they're going to be patient and kind, empathetic, compassionate, understanding. They'll have time to listen to your customers and respond effectively. Things won't be done quickly out of emotion or stress. Responses and actions will be considered and implemented in a calm, professional, yet warm and friendly way. And who doesn't want that? If you were a customer and that's how you were dealt with, how amazing would that make you feel? And how likely are you to stay with that business and tell everybody else about how amazing the customer service has been? Because most of the time, all we hear about is people talking about how crap customer service is, slagging off customers left, right and centre, leaving reviews on Trustpilot, etc., because they're really angry. People talk less about positive customer service, but when they're absolutely swept off their feet and blown away with it, they do tell people, they take to social media, they go and leave reviews, and they tell other people on their travels all about it. So you have got to be this company. You've got to be that business that people want to make that effort to say they've had a positive customer experience. It all starts with you, and it all starts with your team. So I made some notes. Things that you can do to outside of what I've just said, things you can actually do to make them feel all those things. Create a positive culture, which is the personality, vibe and ethos of your business, and then you hire the right people that fit that culture. You've got to start with the culture, because you need to make sure you're hiring people that fit it and not the other way around. Don't try and bend the culture to fit the people that you've got, because if you've hired them without a specific culture in mind, they're going to all be different, and that is just going to be a disaster. I do actually have another video on how to create positive culture, so go and have a look at that if you need some tips and advice. Wellbeing is a big one for me. We have in the past had wellbeing packages where we have counselling for people to help them through difficult times in their personal life. It's not something they want to share with us, or we are just not qualified to help them. We have water, a big water station in the office. We do have someone who is in charge of actually making sure we all drink enough water. Lindsay, giving her a wave over there. She is brutal. She's like a drill sergeant. Nothing makes her happy. Even if you drink 4 litres of water, not good enough. She wants more, always more. And health and fitness, so promote breaks, promote getting out, getting your steps, getting fresh air. We actually have someone come in and do a HIIT class. Sometimes it's me. I can be a bit of a drill sergeant. In those respects, everyone's nodding. They won't let me get a whistle. I don't know why. But it's just finding things that fit your business, fit your brand, fit your people, to make sure they are mentally well and physically well as much as they possibly can. Have fun at work is a massive one. Figure out what that is for your business. It'll be different for everybody, and then incorporate that into team building. So we go out for food, we go out for drinks, we do activities, as we have the fitness classes. There's loads of different things that we get involved in, and the team love it, but we involve them in the topics, like what do you want to do, what things do you want to achieve. If we're doing anything for charity, we're like, what? We did the 3 Ps because one of the team wanted to do that and tick that off her bucket list. So we involve them, and I think inclusion and involvement is a real big thing, not just within team building and fun, but overall in your business as well. Engage them, be open, be honest, be engaging, be a human person, be vulnerable, and show them when you're struggling with things. Everything is not sunshine and roses all the time, and just because you're in charge or you're the boss doesn't mean that you've got to be this robot that apparently nothing affects. If you show them the chinks in your armour and your vulnerability, they understand you more as a human person and not just their boss, and then that just creates a more positive relationship, in my opinion. Trust and respect is a big one, but these have got to be earned. You've got to demonstrate that you respect them. You've got to demonstrate that you trust your people in order to get it back, and by taking care of them, inspiring them, leading them well, and being bothered about them, that again will invoke and inspire them to feel trust for you, and to feel respect and want to follow you instead of you having to beat them with a stick. They'll follow you instead, like the Pied Piper of whatever it is that you do. Giving them responsibility is a big one as well, letting them in, delegating tasks to them. People actually appreciate this, which I've learned recently. Instead of shouldering everything myself, I wrote everything on the whiteboard, which is over there, and everyone's put the name next to things that they can help with, and everyone seems to feel quite positive about this, which I don't know why I'm surprised, but I am. And then training and progression, like where do they want to go? When do they want to get there? What do they want to learn? Are there any particular courses they want to go on? You don't want them to just feel like they just come to work to do the job and that's the only thing they ever do. Get them involved in different things that they're interested in or they've got the skills for, and help them progress their careers, because if you don't, then they're more likely to go and find another business that will. So if you want to hold on to them and make them feel happy, then definitely do that. And then rewards, incentives, kindness. Helping them, being approachable, inspiring and leading from the front by example are all the things that I would recommend to do. So I think that's everything. I'm going to leave you with all of that. You might need to watch it back again and make some notes, because I do talk fast. I do apologise. But that's when I get really passionate about a subject, and my team, my people are something that I'm really passionate about, and I think everybody should feel exactly the same about their people. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to the channel and go and watch the other videos, drop a comment, let us know what you think, and if there's any topics that you would like us to cover, then drop that in the comments or get in touch.